It's okay because I'm not going to handle it with the law. I'm going to handle it with the court.
I'm not going to handle it with the law. I'm going to handle it with the court.
Are you dumb? That's what I'm saying. Like, the retardedness of people that be on here and be saying stuff, it really blows my mind. Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Congratulations, you made it. Welcome to this episode of Claressa Explains It All. Boy, do I have a show for you all. I cannot wait. On this episode of Claressa Explains It All. Where do I really even start? Now, full disclosure, before I get in my bag. The thoughts and expressions contained in this video are that of my very own opinion. I am not trying to pass this off on anybody else. These are my particular opinions on the subjects that we will go over. So, I had to get that out of there. I believe Claressa Shields, as of recording this video, is still in Aruba, and she posted videos of the trip pretty much nonstop, right? And her and Papoose. My thing is this. Why are you even on vacation? Anybody thought of that yet? Like, why are you on vacation? This fugitive ad vacation, right? Where you got reportedly an investigation out on you. You got people mad at what you did and accosted Alicia Baumgartner. You got the MVP ban. People are mad you're hating on Amanda Serrano and her gate and her crowd on that card. People are trying to get you to not have a boxing license. Petitions out against you. So it's like, what type of fugitive ad vacation is this? Most people with any level of decency, they go on vacation when they've like earned it. Like they earned a vacation. I've been working hard. Yeah. This girl going on vacation where Chicken Little, the sky is falling. And then what would Claressa do without Wi-Fi? Who is already weird enough. You're on vacation for seemingly no reason. You didn't really earn it. You haven't really done anything righteous. But then you're talking about haters. You're posting makeup mishaps. You're yelling because people didn't like the makeup or thought you did the makeup. Papoose is walking. He crossing you over, hitting corners. He looked like he don't want to be there. He's on his phone. He looks miserable. What type of vacation is this, right? Where you're on a vacation. When you first started, it looked like some other girl was there. We don't really see her. Like, this is just weird. This is not A-list celebrity behavior, right? That's what it is. And I think part of what hurts Claressa is she's over-explaining. She's too showy. She has a nasty attitude. And at the end of the day, people are just over it. And people are like, what is this? And then you can't be showy. And then now all of a sudden you don't want to show. So I find that to be weird. Now, speaking of things that I find to be weird, Cool. You're on vacation. A lot of it's not making sense. Oh, cute picture, right? A little picture of Claressa Shields. Don't know where the edges went, but he got the bucket hat. You got the matching backpack, right? Seemingly nothing wrong with this particular picture, right? Wrong. If you look in the back, that says casino. This man found the nearest casino in Aruba, which, again, this hurts. Now, I understand they're both consenting adults. They could go to a casino if they want to. But when it comes to this particular celebrity couple, Remy Ma is on record talking about he got a gambling addiction. He got a gambling problem. Not my words. Your wife, who you still have not officially divorced, said so. You know, the wife you have a tattoo on your arm of still? Don't worry. We'll get to that. Right? So you're still intertwined with her, even if you sleep in different beds or not with her or whatever. You're still connected, right? Legally. Like, for example, if I'm lying on flying, God forbid if something were to happen to Papoose and there was a dire situation where he was on life support, Claressa wouldn't be the one that pulls the plug or keeps them on life support. That you would not have the power of attorney there, right? Because you're a girlfriend or a celebrity boxer. You know what I mean? That's not how those things work. They would go with the actual wife. So if you can't make decisions on their behalf, then it's trash. And here's the thing. If Claressa, you know, she stay on the blogs and care what people are saying and all this type of stuff. So many people are like, you're a mistress, entanglement, Jezebel, right? All these things. You're with a married man. You're a side piece, the side quest. This is what people are saying. So I feel like she has to have seen those comments. And if there was something she could show and prove and just be like, he's not married, blah, 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 and present a divorce decree or show that it was fully annulled or whatever, she would have been did that. Because what woman is going to want their man to be married technically, and then you're a celebrity, so you're in the public eye, and then people are like, he's still married. This is wrong. You're an adulterer. Nobody would put up with that if they could just shut people up. Remember when they were trying to say Barack Obama wasn't born in America and all this stuff? And then he showed his birth certificate, shut that right up. You see what I'm saying? So we already know what time it is. Claressa would have been done that if she could. But the reality is he does have a tattoo of Remy Ma on his arm. Now, I don't even know why y'all do this. Y'all know I'm greatness. Y'all know I'm the best in the business. I don't make bully content, right? I make factual content and give my opinion, but it's all transformative. And here's the thing. With my content, I am well researched. I don't get on here lying about people and this and that. Contrary to what Claressa Shields says, she claims everybody's lying on her. But I notice a pattern. She'll make the claim, oh, this is defamation, and threaten to sue people and all that stuff. But she never proves them wrong, right? And it's so weird because Claressa will be like, you guys keep lying on me. Why do y'all keep believing these bloggers? They're lying. But she won't tell you what they lied about. Here's another Claressa Shields narcissist trait and trick. And I do believe Claressa and Papoose are both narcissists, right? Here's the trick she does, right? 100,000 people could be like, you're with a married man. She'll ignore all of that and focus on something so minuscule, something so minute. It doesn't even make sense. Like, You're not addressing he's a married man. He got that tattoo on his arm. He got the Remy arm. You're not responding to that. But you'll respond to, man, how y'all gonna say I did my own makeup? If I did my own makeup, I would have told y'all. You're a liar. Right? All these petitions and people that want you gone because your code of conduct, your lack of morality and ethics, right? No response there. Remy Ma, this is you and your man. No response. But then you want to respond to stupid stuff. Like Maserati Bud said this and he was a real weirdo and is giving grapists, and you want to defame and put this stuff on other people. Oh, Alicia Baumgartner, she a 304. This is what Claressa Shields does, right? And then when the public, rightfully so, responds to it, she tries to revert and pretend that she's the victim. She's the victim. Oh man, you guys just keep lying on me. What lie, Claressa? So again, Claressa explains it all, but she don't explain none of the right stuff. She don't explain like what people are truly asking out here. She'll duck and dodge all of that and then try to focus in on something that one person might have said. So I noticed since I was a kid, I'm a trendsetter. It is what it is. I did the video talking about how she cut and photoshopped or cropped his arm off because of the Remy tattoo. Now everybody's talking about it, but just so you know, it came from here because I checked before I even made the video. Nobody on any of the platforms was really talking about, hey, he got that Remy Ma tattoo. So just know who the plug is and do what you do. All the people who left Cash Apps, super thanks. The links are down below. Keep supporting the real. Again, I'm feeding y'all content, but most importantly, it's real. And what I want you guys to know, and there's multiple ways to support. There's free ways. Hit the like button, share, engage, comment. It all helps become part of the movement, so we're a well-oiled machine. Now I gotta say that because I'm a trendsetter when it comes to this. I see my talking points, other people start talking about everything I already told you, but here's the source. And mind you, when I'm doing these videos, I research it. Real forensic files level stuff. Like I'm taking the time, I'm showing you receipts because that's who I am. But I also want to be thorough for you guys. So just make sure for sure you're always supporting the real, because people take and rip after I've already put it out. That's why you got to support the originator. Anyway, I'm not out here lying about people. I made the video about Remy Ma tattoo. It's a bottle of Remy Martin on the man's arm. For whatever reason, some of y'all doubted me and said, oh, I looked in the video, and you try to play your own internet detective games, not trusting ego, not trusting my research, as if I'm out here fabricating or lying. And some people were like, oh, I looked at his arm in Aruba and it's gone. Like as if he got it lasered off. And try again. This is the photo on that boat, and you can see the tattoo right there. So please don't try to correct me, right? And be wrong. Some of y'all are good for that on the internet. Oh man, you go, I didn't see the tattoo. Okay. I've already talked about it. I wouldn't have made the follow-up video if it wasn't. Boom, once again, that's the tattoo. Look, it's a bottle. It's a bottle. And they've been not a couple, right? For 2-3 years or whatever now. Why is this man's divorce not finalized? Especially if Claressa got all the money she says she does. Help him pay for it. Remy says she don't really want nothing but her jewelry, and she's not giving up nothing that she paid for, like her $1.3 million house or whatever. That's it. Why is this divorce not finalized? Especially if you're like, oh, I put 90 on the wrist, put 90 on that annulment. When you gonna put 90 on that divorce decree? Huh, Rissa? Come on, Rissa. And then not only are people on you for that, like, hey, how is this ever gonna work when he don't even have his ish together as far as being in a position where he should be able to move on with a marriage hanging over his head, right? Covenant. On top of that, the man got inked up, got blasted, and he didn't take it off. And Claressa is okay with this. I already told you, I'm not finna be with no chick, right? If she got a tattoo of her ex Cecil. So when we get nasty, you know what I mean? We bump it ugly, and I'm trying to float with it, and I go to grab her, I forget, and it's talking about Cecil. Forever Cecil. Nah, it can't happen, bro. So Claressa be like, y'all be lying on me. Who's lying? Papoose be hugging you, touching you, holding your hand with the Remy arm. He got the Remy arm. Ain't nobody finna touch me and be linked to me. I'm Boxingego, bro. And the girl got a Cecil arm in her ex. Like, how does that even look? It couldn't be me. But that Flint water is a muff. I try to tell you, this girl don't care. She don't got no home training. Any woman who is okay with dating a dude really kind of as a rebound chick, right? Because I get it. Some people are like, oh, but Remy Ma, she cheated with Easy the Block Captain. They all kind of messy, to be honest. But that don't mean that you should join, right? Two wrongs don't make a right. So for me, I just wouldn't get involved. Like, what woman do you know that is a classy stand-up woman and she sees people being messy and going through a nasty breakup, public breakup as celebrities, and she's like, yeah, I want to be a part of that. And knowing he got a tattoo of the wife on her arm. This girl don't get it. And then she acts like everybody else is the problem. And then they be doing cryptic posts about integrity. Huh? Y'all talking about integrity and try to get preachy with us? I know you ain't talking about me, dog. Huh? You? What? Y'all talking about integrity? That's something. That's something. And I've already preheated the oven. So make sure you follow this video to the end because we're just going to heat it up, right? Started with the little preheat. Then we're going to get a little bit hotter. And by the end, I'm broiling. And this is the thing. Claressa keep throwing out, oh, cease and desist. You can't cease and desist the truth, right? So if I was on here lying, then all the people you didn't said, oh, 50 Cent, you're getting paperwork. All that stuff, which we still haven't heard from. Where's that at? You know what I mean? But all a judge would see, Judge Judy, she's going to be like, you said that he had a tattoo of Remy Martin. And I would be like, Judge Judy, Your Honor, Exhibit A. Exhibit A. You see the Remy arm, Judge Judy. I don't care what judge it is. Judge Joe Mathis, Judge Joe Brown, all of them. I'm going to show them the Remy arm. I mean, tell me you had $40 and gave the other little $20 to your friend. Like, bro, I don't care what the judge is. You can't judge this. Judge that Remy arm. Like, it don't matter. The truth is the truth. Right? Point blank, period. Right? And then this girl be like, oh, it's a smear campaign. Ain't no smear campaign. It's people's opinion. And she be like, oh, it's a bunch of paid bots. I ain't no bot. I'm a real person. I'll say this stuff to you. Right? And then the funny thing is, this is very rich, people. The funny thing is, the girl will say it's a peer to peer paid smear campaign, all these types of things, right? Everybody's out to get me, straight up victim mode, trying to make people feel bad, etc. Everybody wants Like, think about that. Why would everybody be out to get any one person? Why would you be the common denominator in all that? Just think about that, right? Why would you be the common denominator and just everyone's out to get this one person? That means it's something you're doing wrong, whether you want to admit it or not. But anyway, virtually everything, and I do mean everything, that Claressa Shields does is projection. Right? That's why I can't trust them, because I think Papoose be doing the same thing. These people care more about their imagery and how they look and stuff, and they don't want to get their hands dirty in certain regards. So that's why Claressa be on my page with burners, or at the very least, I believe she's under the account with burners. However, at the very least, I believe it to be you are sending your minions to my videos and trying to spam up and vandalize the chat, right? To overwhelm what the real conversation is. Anybody that got to do all that is corny. You are not the GOAT. You can't be the GOAT if you don't like someone's opinion, so you playing like little games, Oshkosh bagosh games, because you can't take people's opinion. And then, like I said, projection, right? You be the first crying, talk about Bumgarner's a victim. You're the victim. Talking about, oh, it's a paid smear campaign against me. They're paying bots. But guess what? There's another influencer, content creator named GEISHA 305, right? You see her on the screen. Shout out to her. And your former friend released tweets from allegedly you, or a text message, right? From allegedly you. And because she's on your helmet, right? And she was making videos calling you out for whatever. Again, shout out to her. And then reportedly, your own friend says this was from you, right? You see a picture, it says Forever Friend. And it's funny, she named her in the phone Forever Friend, like they was locked in. Now they not friends anymore, and she telling all her business. But anyway, allegedly, according to her, this is a message from you. You should do a video and say, so y'all remember LaGacia Dean? Well, she has a daughter who hate her. She's a terrible grandmother. I went to her daughter page, no pics of her mom on there. So I did my research, then just start lying like she did you. Right? So I don't know if that's Claressa or that's the other girl, but allegedly this is a conversation that y'all was having, because that's how y'all would get down, right? If somebody was putting out content that you didn't like with your name, you would try to spam and bot them up. So why is everybody saying the same thing? There's tons of bloggers and they'll do lives and they'll be like, hi, Claressa. And they believe you're in the comment section leaving opposing comments, right? Remember my video from yesterday? I told you. And then I also told you the story about the woman who made a comment about her outfit, and then Claressa was in her inbox like blah, blah, blah. And then mysteriously burner accounts started finding her son's page because he was featured on her social media. And it's like, y'all gonna get hit with the switch because your mama is a whoa. Bro, boxing really needs to look at this and check this girl for CTE, but she could be a danger to society. Who on earth has time to send people, or these people, they not really about nothing? How do you have this much time on your hand to get blocked, make another account, come back with 15 accounts? You can't really be doing nothing. You can't. I wish I would, as like a grown man, be playing on the phone and not getting paid. I get paid for the videos. I get paid to make content. You just trolling because you don't like somebody's opinion. And then again, I told you, as far as my channel, the burner accounts putting all types of, they're just throwing anything, paint at the wall, hoping something would stick. Oh, Ego, you're gay. Oh, your haircut looks horrible. Oh, you slept with Alicia Baumgardner. And then sometimes it's a calm voice like, oh man, leave Claressa alone. She didn't do anything. You're a bully. And then it's another aggressive. It's real passive aggressive, right? Just trying to, I guess, hope anyone will believe anything you're saying. And the funny thing is all these burner comments, even though there's like, they're trying to spam them up and light up my comment section, they never even have any likes. I haven't even blocked the people, right? I haven't even had to block them. They're not gaining no traction because nobody believes anything that the comments are saying, and people are so busy leaving their own. So not only is this burner parade mania that they doing ridiculous, it's not even effective. And then Claressa be the first one talking about, oh, it's a paid hate train against me. But GEISHA and your ex-friend Naya the Goat are saying that they conspired and this is how they got down. Like she was your right-hand woman. She was an enforcer. So if people were talking about you, she would be sent on missions. I've heard Claressa Shields sends her little brother to troll people's comments, and she's probably doing some of them. So they got this whole call center or network of dusty FLINT hillbillies trying to terrorize people, all because you don't like somebody's opinion, but be the one crying, talk about it's a paid hate train against me and all this type of stuff. You're just not likable, especially with this type of behavior. And again, what celebrity even moves like this? Name one. Name a celebrity that is so invested in what the world has to say in the internet and clapping back at people and calling people names. This is why the girl ain't getting no new brand deals. I try to tell you, I'm not the one. You should have never started with me, because now the receipts is coming out. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I got a show for y'all. Right? Your game goofy. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from Northern California. You feel me? Yay! That's what we call it. The Bay Area. Shout out to Oakland. Got the Panthers, home of the pimps, players, and hustlers. You learn how to Mac. You do it moving. You learn how to mob. Yeah, we the mob, bro. I'll try to tell you. Yada. Like, y'all not with me. We could bet whatever. Y'all not with me. And one thing is, this girl is young-minded, and most people are looking at your relationship with Papoose, and they're like, I don't think this will last. He's just not that into you. And your friend Naya the Goat was like, he got in the way. I knew her for 11 years and held her down and would spam people's accounts, all this stuff. And for a man, you crashing out your whole entire career. Not only a man, but a man who's 48. He got a daughter right around your age. Everybody sees it except for you. You doing all this for a man. We gonna see how this works. The pride comes before the fall. You guys will see. You guys will see. Now, Claressa, she's been doing videos, right? And she'll be like, I got an announcement. I got a fight announcement. First of all, if you announce your next fight, like you said, first of all, you said you're going to announce it like weeks ago. You said, I'm going to announce it in a couple days. It's been weeks. You still haven't announced it. Then in Aruba, you spent 1 second saying, hey, fight announcement soon. But anyway, my makeup. Does this girl even want to be a boxer anymore? Dead homies. Dead homies. Does she want to be a boxer? How you going to do a 40-minute video, a live stream, say, hey, I got a fight coming up. I'm going to announce it. You already told us that. You still ain't announced it, right? And then spend the whole rest arguing with people, blocking people, all over some stupid makeup that you weren't even happy with. The girl is like misguided. She's misguided. But let's stay on the topic of your next fight, right? You're like, oh, I got a fight. I'm going to be announcing. You keep stalling us out. First things first. If you announce a fight right now, there's petitions, alleged investigation. You're not really in the public favor right now. So horrible time to announce your next fight. given all of the press you're getting. The makeup video, blogger videos, pushing Bumgarner, MVP ban. So good luck with that. Announce your next fight. Now, I'm posing questions, but there are also my opinions in certain regards. This is what she posted. I don't even know what that is, but I'm assuming maybe a dessert, right? I don't know what it is. However, this is look at the size of the bowl, right? And it looked like a lot of calories. Now, I don't care what people eat. I truly don't. I'm not the food police. But I will say this. When you're in the public eye and you're a pro athlete, you're kind of held to a different standard, especially when you keep telling us you have a fight coming up. Now, I've known and do know a lot of boxers to this day. I've spent time in their training camps. I'm a boxing channel. I've covered their fights. I went to their weigh-ins. I have people's number in my phone as we speak, right? And there's this thing called pre-camps, right? Where a fighter has a sense, they've been talking with his promoter or whatever, they have an idea they'll be fighting soon, or they're just waiting for paperwork and signatures. So they'll do what's called a pre-camp, right? And a pre-camp simply means kind of like a baby camp before you get in the real camp. So you might loosen up, do some shakeout. You might not be doing full on sparring, but you shaking out, you got the sauna suit, you're running your miles, you're on the treadmill, you're trimming down, you're correcting your eating, those types of things. So when the fight's announced and you go to 6 to 10 week, usually somewhere in there for your actual fight camp, you're already prepared. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? This girl keep doing mukbangs and it looks like she's throwing caution to the wind, eating whatever she wants. Literally, yeah, we're in LA, got banned at the MVP event. Next day, you're posting at a dessert spot in like a soul food waffle, chicken and waffle type spot, right? So you went there and then you ate at dessert. She has it on her videos, right? She went to Aurora, it's called. It's a dessert place. And she tried like 40 desserts. Even if you're only taking 1 or 2 bites, you're still taking very rich, very sweet, caloric foods, right? Then you're in Aruba. It looked like you're just eating whatever you want. So I feel like this is weird for a person who has a fight coming up, right? To be just eating any type of spread. Your team does not like you, for sure. They are using you, for sure. In my opinion, for sure. Because ain't no way I'm a manager or WYNN Records or something, and I'm watching my fighter just eat like Cuz from Seven, the gluttony dude, and just eating any type of way, knowing they got a camp and allegedly a fight coming up. Like, you should be shaping up and like, that's why the whole vacation seems weird. It's like a weird time to take a vacation. I get it. Some people take a vacation right before a training camp. I think the smarter thing for boxers would be go through the grueling stuff, keep your weight down, pre-camp, go through your fight, and then after you win, then go on a vacation. But to each his own. All I know is she seems to be not counting her macros, we'll say. And it just, does that look like the energy of somebody who has a fight that they're going to be announcing? And I get it. She is posting a couple videos of her like training and stuff like that, right? Where she's on a treadmill. First of all, a treadmill is not quite the same as like, you're in Aruba. Why don't you run through Aruba in different terrain in the sand? That will be harder than, running on a treadmill. So this is Claressa right here. So she is like doing some training, right? You guys can see that. The caption reads, "I am the underdog that always come out on top." What are you even talking about, bro? You're a 2-time Olympic gold medalist talking about, wouldn't I be the luckiest girl to go back to the Olympics for a 3rd time and beat up 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds? And you talking about you an underdog. This girl is deranged or something. How are you a 31-year-old underdog? Like, she just be talking. How are you an underdog? You're undefeated. You're a champion. You're like, oh, I sell out 18K at Little Caesars Pizza Arena or whatever. I am female boxing. I'm the biggest star in boxing. 2-time gold medal. How are you the underdog then? How are you all of these things, but still the underdog? And you're Cheddar Bob. That's who you are from 8 Mile. All the stuff you claim is happening to you, self-inflicted, right? And I just showed you that plate she had. So I'm not seeing enough sweat. I want to see some more sweat. I need to see key sweat level of sweat. Like, it looked like you going through the motions, like you're filming yourself working out. This just don't seem like the same level of dedication. Again, I don't know behind the scene. Maybe she's, running up mountains like Rocky. I don't know. But the parts you're showing us, like, it's like you're trying to show people, oh, like, yeah, I'm working out. But why are you don't even look like you're drenched in sweat. You're on vacation. And then even if let's say you got on the treadmill for 2 hours, right? There's only so much based on your body weight or whatever, so much calories that you can even burn, You put the incline up, cool. First of all, I think you would be sweating more. That's just my opinion. But whatever. You stay on it for 2 hours, we'll say. There's only so much calories you're going to lose, right? Doesn't it defeat the purpose if you do all this running, right? Do all this exercising and Stairmasters or whatever you're doing, smiling, right? And then you gorge out and eat any type of way. Isn't that counterproductive? I mean, any nutritionist or dietitians or anything in the chat that can corroborate that. So either way, it don't really seem like the ideal situation for a boxer. I would say the same thing for Broner. Adrian Broner, he's doing these streams and he's drinking and he keep talking about a comeback. So you already don't look in fight shape. And then you're like, I'm going to make a comeback, this miraculous comeback, 5 weight division, right? But you're going in the opposite way by drinking, eating any type of food, blah, blah, blah. So that's just a message to the boxers. I've been around a lot of boxers and nobody was really doing that. You know what I mean? And ironically, speaking of Broner, that was Claressa Shields' like evidence of Bumgardner. Listen to what Broner said. Broner, I like AB, but he not even in fight shape, bro. He's on camera yakking and stuff because he drinking too much. He drinking and looking like he want to yak while he's drinking, but keep drinking. This is really what you chose to bring up to try to bring shame to Bumgardner. Pitiful. Truly pitiful. So the timing of this trip, it just all feels very weird. Again, it's like a fugitive ad trip where everything seems to be going wrong, from bans to backlash to all of these different things. You have a grandma in hospice. I don't know about y'all, but it couldn't be me, right? Unfortunately, I don't have either one of my grandmas, rest in peace. But if I did have a family member who was in hospice day to day, I wouldn't even be able to enjoy a vacation, right? So I feel like it shows the character and it shows your man's character. What man knows his girl's family is going through it and is like, yeah, let's continue, even if it was pre-planned? What man is going to be like, yeah, let's keep going? How can you be jet skiing and, scuba diving, eating any old type of way, and you got a family member who's sick? Now, somebody could argue, yo, ego, you don't know the dynamics of their family. True indeed, I don't. I don't know how close or not close she is to her grandma. However, I do know Claressa, in my opinion, is a narcissist. So even if you weren't close, so that's why you're okay with this trip, even though your Grams is not doing so well, right? And I do wish her a speedy recovery. Even if it was something like that, where it's like, I don't really know my grandma or I don't get along with her, then why'd you go to social media and say, pray for my family, right? If that was in fact the case. So again, I'm not saying she don't care about her grandma or the relationship is strained. I'm saying that no matter how you slice it, I personally wouldn't be on nobody's vacation during a family emergency, especially out of the country. You're not even like within reaching distance. What if something happened, God forbid, and they need an executive decision? You're really like the breadwinner of your family, right? And you're doing all this type of stuff for a man. And then, like I said, a lot of this stuff in the main theme here is Claressa and Papoose, since they joined forces and became a couple, has it really benefited either person? I can't trust this couple. They seem to be insidious people, right? Questionable decision making, clout chasing, like literally did in my other video. Papoose has an interview and he's like, well, Jay-Z, I'm not gonna say he's whack, but Jay-Z, he's okay. He's all right, but he not messing with me. Lyrically, he's not on my level lyrically. Bruh. Nobody knows none of your albums, and Claressa trying to defend you with the pom-pom. Oh, he put out 12 albums in a year. That's actually a bad thing. That's a bad thing if you put out 12 albums in a year and not one of them charted. That's a bad thing if you got, Papoose, he put out January, February, March, April, and May. Bro, I don't give a what you talking about. Nobody knows none of them songs. This is what I'm saying. And then they be going with like low-hanging fruit. Talking about, but Papoose is big in Africa. Okay, then do a concert in Africa. Go to Zamunda. She's your queen to be. Like, I don't care. I don't. Africa. Fun none away. Umbalesha. Uwalalesha. Umbalesha. Uwalalesha. Umbalesha. And that was just the airport. Go to Africa then. Why are you telling me, there's a little tribe in... Okay. Now y'all did it. You said he put out 12 albums in a year and he's big in Africa. Right? There's more than 12 tribes in Africa. So you should have been multi-platinum. You went triple ringworm. Double mud. Like, what? Where the tribe should be like, that new Papoose, it is amazing. Did we get him? Like, all the tribes in Africa should be bumping you right now. Don't tell me about some they should be they should be eating chicken with that red sauce, with the spicy red sauce, dipping their fufu. Like, this Papoose is amazing. It is good, bro. Blood Diamond. You took everything. They should be on the Jimun Honsu listening to Papoose. Don't stop telling me about no African tribes or whatever. Talking about he big in Africa. Okay, go do a concert out there then. And they got their fufu. Papoose, we love you. You do a concert for Unfufu. Eddie, what have you done for me lately, Papoose? Man, I'm being serious. She gonna have a bone in the nose and a big plate lip. Like, go do an Unfufu. Papoose, what have you done for me lately? And then now you try to coattail Jay-Z after you said he was virtually whack and not on your level, but now he did that freestyle. He going viral because it's Hov. It's your boy Hov, the new improved host, spit like Albert Pujols, right? Now you want to like Jay-Z. Oh, that was real Brooklyn. That was a Brooklyn line. Oh, it was like a blunt. It was like lace the blunt, and you get it later on with the punch line in the blunt, bro. Go back to P is for pawn and persons a pooper. Like, go back to that. You just said Jay was not nice like that. He was all right. Now you his biggest fan. This is all. I can't trust this couple. They clout chase, tagging MVP and Netflix. Ooh, we here in the building. Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano. And then when they ban you because y'all acting like ghetto gremlins, right? Papoose, he didn't do it, but you watched your girl accost another female and you didn't even like pull her back or like prevent the whole, you know, she got funk with her. You know, she got beat. That's what I'm saying. Like, them uniting, getting together makes them both look worse than they did apart. When Pap was with Remy, he was just like off the radar. It was just like a celebrity couple, and people just kind of respected that. Remy had you looking right, and now we see the weight that Slim Rim really brought to the relationship. Because when you're left to your own devices, you pick Claressa, and it don't hit the same. It don't look the same, right? Remy at the Knicks playoff game, dressed to the nines, looking fly, hair long, curvy, Coke bottle. She can actually spit. Like, I'm a rapper. I rap. She can spit. Claressa can't sing or spit. I said I wrote this song. Yeah. She can't dance. She can't sing. Like, put it this way. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Y'all better stop playing with me. Riddle me this, since y'all know so much. If Papoose is in love with this girl, right? He's a rapper. She's signed to a record label, WYNN Records. She's allegedly a singer and a rapper, and she's put out music videos. How come they ain't did a joint feature song? That would be like Jay-Z being married. His wifey is Beyonce. They got a ton of songs together. Crazy in Love. Like, they got songs together. Name anybody. There is couples that have flings, but they still got down on the track because they were together in that moment. Like, remember Bow Wow and Sierra? See, y'all lied to me. When I was growing up, y'all said Sierra was a man. Y'all don't remember that? Bro, see, I'm from a different era, bro. We didn't have Google and ChatGPT. So if somebody spread a rumor about you, it just would stick for a while. They talking about Marilyn Manson removed his rib so he can, and they said Sierra was a dude. Like, we didn't know what was going on back. We lived wild. But anyway, that boy Bow Whistle, right? He was with Sierra, and they had that, I ain't never did nobody like you. Now, I done been with different kind of girls. Like, I didn't see them all, and none of them at all like you. Like, bro, come on, bro. That boy Bow Wow was with Sierra. How come Papoose ain't got on the remix to I said I wrote it's all you? Talking about I'm the GOAT. You sound like a goat. If I'm just being honest. You can't rap, can't sing, can't dance, can't cook. You can box. I give you that. How come there's no Jay-Z, Beyonce, Crazy in Love, or 96 Bonnie and Clyde? They ain't got no Bow Wow Sierra link up song. And Claressa, she like, oh, Lotto mentioned me. Meg Thee Stallion mentioned me. Bro, you are being mentioned. Rihanna mentioned you. All these people mentioned you. But notice this. Nobody's ever mentioning you for really nothing cool and really nothing to do with your boxing career. They calling you Fatal Attraction and Crazy and Pap Smear and like... Okay. I told you I'm about to turn the heat up. We done preheated. We about to get to 450. I'm juvenile, bro. 400 degrees. We about to go to 500 degrees like Wheezy. Anywho, you're bragging because other celebs are mentioning it. Lotto don't follow you. I checked before I made this video. So yeah, she dropped your name. She trying to sell numbers, and she with a dude that married too, or with a girl or whatever people are saying. So that's cool to you. And again, it's never about boxing. Ain't nobody saying like, oh man, I beat her up like Claressa Shields. You know what I mean? There ain't no boxing type of bar. They saying like weird stuff. I'm crazy about this ninja. I go Claressa Shields on mine. Like what? Like you think it's cool? Like, okay, if somebody done mention me in a song, let it be for some cool stuff. Like I look fly with the good hair like Ego. You know what I mean? Let it be something like that. But don't mention me in no bar and you like low key dissing me, that ain't gonna work. You ain't get no money like Ego Dodo, stop. Like, what? Did he just diss me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't be putting me with the weak bars. The bars are the halfway dissing me. And this girl been sipping so much Flint water, she think it's a positive. I got mentioned. They said my name. Bro, don't say my name unless you saying cool with it. She don't care though. That's what I'm saying. I can't trust this couple. Again, how come Papoose ain't did no song with you? You said rappers meet him and fall to their knees and bow down to him like, oh, you the rap god. Bro, ain't nobody did that. Ain't nobody did that, bro. He can spit, he cool, but nobody know his albums. But ain't nobody did all that, bro. Because I'm real hip hop, by the way. People see Jadakiss and don't necessarily give him all of his flowers. And Jada, like, top tier New York. Bro, that man said, I'm going to get bucks like Milwaukee because like Sam I can sell. I'm that ninja. Y'all know that. Right? Jada done gave us plenty of bars. They got to use the scales that they weigh the whales with. D-Block. Like, bro, so if they ain't do that to someone like him and he had the Locks versus battle and all them moments that were hip hop moments, I did real songs with Biggs, no made up ish. I'm the fella with the perpetual oyster bars, mother of pearl delivery, voice of God. Bro, that man said, I'm pulling up in the Vanquish, the same color as dandruff. Like, they not doing that for Jada, but they doing that for you. Oh, I forgot. You're big in Africa. Well, you and Claressa should go to Africa like Nas and Belly. Go back to the motherland. Right? So, yeah, I just find myself not being able to trust this couple. Something about it just feels unsavory, right? You got a man, pap upstairs. Like, what relationship is like operating like this? Why he always upstairs? Who he texting? Like, what are he doing? Why he always on his phone? You on vacation on the phone? And listen, to all the women that watch me now, they say I'm sexy now. Right? All the females that we done picked up since I've been covering this Claressa Tough, right? I'm giving you a real Bay Area true man's perspective. If a man really care, you gonna know. If a man want to make you his, you gonna really know. Point blank, period. You can say whatever, but a man gonna step, period. And a man is a rock, a real man, a stoic. He can't be moved, right? He will be your peace because as a fella, that's all we want. We got to deal with, especially if you black, you know what I mean? Or a minority, brown, you got to deal with 12, the police. You got to deal with racism. You got to deal with gas prices and inflation. You got to deal with all types of injustices. So all a man really want is peace at home. Like a girl that can listen to his problems, help him, help his way, give him perspective, maybe cook a nice hot meal, that type of stuff. So I feel like it makes Papoose look very questionable what he's even willing to put up with. I don't really care about age, like within reason, but the age gap, cool. If it works for you, great. But you're 48, probably going to be 49 this year. You're with a 31-year-old, but she don't act 31. She act like a freshman in college or something at best. Very young-minded, playing games. You know what I mean? Loud. So it makes you look like, I never looked at Papoose differently until he got with Claressa. That's just my honest opinion, because it makes me look at like, what man is pushing 50 and gonna deal with that? Deal with a girl, like imagine, that's probably why he don't want to move in with her. They say the street saying that he got a key to her spot, but she can't come and go as he pleases. That's another thing. Y'all females got to smarten up and know when it's a fair exchange and an even exchange, right? Ain't nobody finna have unfettered access to me, but it ain't like that for them. Like, I can't call you whenever or text you whenever, but then you could text me or call me whenever. You got a key to my spot, but I can't get a key to yours. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in that. I believe in a relationship. Whatever you could do, I can do. You know, if it's good for you, then I could do it. You know what I mean? Don't do nothing to me that you wouldn't want me to do to you. I believe. I don't know. I'm different maybe. I know I ain't. I know that Remy arm got to be driving you crazy. That man got a whole tattoo. And then somebody said he got more than one Remy tattoo. So he Remy'd out. He right here with it. You know what I mean? I don't see how you even deal with that. But for him, for his sake, how are you pushing 50, right? Is your funds that low? Are you down that bad where you're just willing? Like, I can't trust people like that. You know what I mean? I don't care how much money a chick have. If you're not a good person, you're mean-spirited, you're a nasty, mean girl, your old friends saying you don't have proper hygiene, like, even everyone that Claressa is or has been involved with, it's like everybody damn near look like they smoke Black and Miles. Like, the whole lot of them. You know what I mean? The family, the ex-friends, they all look like they probably, you know what I mean, they smoking Swisher Sweets and Black and Miles. Like, the whole regime, like what are they doing over there in Flint where everybody smoke Black and Miles looking at? Like, really? That's what we doing? Like, the dog look like they smoking Black and Miles? Like, everybody loud, everybody ratchet. Like, that's the company you're keeping, right? It's all messy all the way through. Ex-friends, cousins and sisters and brothers, everybody like cockeyed and yelling and like, it's weird. Like, I never even seen that. It's like, what's going on, bro? What in the Hills Have Eyes, Addams Family Values is this? Where everybody just seems like not even on 10, like on 12, yelling and screaming. I done seen your ex-friend was in the ring at your fight. She had a baby in her arm. I don't know if it was her baby. I don't know. But she had a baby in her arm and was twerking. What? Hooray. Now tell me who he was. You got a baby, though. That's a whole baby, cuz. You didn't put that baby, like, you ain't gonna put the baby down and like leave the baby with the daddy or give him to your mama or something. You imagine boxing, bro. I would get canceled if I had a baby. Look, I got a baby in my arm, and then I get in the ring juggling the baby around. Oh damn! Like, what? Remember when Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson was at that hotel and the people were like, Michael, and he had the baby and he almost dropped him. That man, I got, like, bro, he was, and people were like, what the heck? It looked like he was trying to unalive the baby. I love Michael, so don't take it there with me. But he was like dangling the baby and people, oh my heavens. Y'all remember? Y'all too young. Bro, he was in like Paris or something. Blanket, Prince, one of them, he was about to, it was getting serious for one of them. Ah, yes, here we are. Bro, look. That man dangled the baby. Look, the baby got like something over his head, like about to get executed by a fire squad. Baby all crying, like, hee. Hey guys, I want to show you this baby. You gotta look, the baby bad. Bro. Jumbo, that baby, you know, that baby. And the whole world has to answer right now till the baby gets dropped. Bro, the man, this is how the girl was in the Claressa Shields thing. Got the baby, bro. That baby need to play for the 76ers. The baby look kind of big. He dangling out like what? This Claressa people dangling the baby all up in the thing in the ring, dancing and stuff. And then y'all got the audacity to come to my page and say, "Oh, Ego, I think you're tripping. Ego, whatever do you mean? Like I'm the one tripping." All right, come on, bro. So like I've been saying, I really can't trust this couple, bro. They just too off the hinges, and like it's weird because usually if one person, like I've seen videos and whatnot on Instagram where the girl is like over the top, but then the guy is the voice of reason. This couple is like Papoose is just like, nurse, she's out again, and just allow her to terrorize the world and be yelling and screaming and act like he don't care, like he could care less, like he's unfazed by her behavior. So to me, I feel like that's weird too, that you would even want to be around that, because again, when you were with Slim Rim, nobody looked at you no type of way. They're like, man, he got him a little baddie, and she do. Y'all was like probably more closer to couple goals for some people, right? Me, I don't like idolize celebrity couples or nothing. But now you got this cantankerous, loud, ratchet, vile chick in Claressa Shields who's mean-spirited, talking down on Amanda Serrano. They only have 5,000 people. But then you say you're women's boxing, you're the biggest boxer. You're not even acting like a champ. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't get behind this movement. Y'all think I'm playing. Like, I really can't, because I don't care about a boxer or actor. I care about the person. Like, what's your texture worth? What did Nipsey say? What's your texture worth? Like, I need to know what that texture worth. That's why I like, speaking of Nipsey, that's why I love Nipsey. Rest in peace. Because Nip, when he got in these interviews, you can listen to Nip interviews and be like, oh, that's a good way of thinking. He got a good head on his shoulder. He came from all that too. Throwing up sets and like, neighbor, like, you know what I mean? Like, he come from ratchet and banging and all that, but he educated himself. He read. He sounded like he reads. This new generation of boxers, not just Claressa, all they do is cuss. Like, N-word this, you bit, nah. Again, I get it to a degree, but y'all can't even string together no sentences. And then they be like, I'm the greatest. I'm the best ever. I'm a pay-per-view star. No, you're not. No, you're not at all. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I really feel like Claressa and Papoose, since becoming a couple, I think they got forced out. I don't think they necessarily would have came out. But Remy, I think, might have been the one that kind of leaked it. And then now it's just been downhill ever since, right? But a man's supposed to be your piece. A woman's supposed to be your piece. I feel like we're not really getting that. There's like Papoose and Claressa, they both care about their image. I think Papoose is more cool and like chill. But even still, you look bad because you're still I think silence is bad, right? It's not just about like in the mob, La Cosa Nostra and all that. The mob boss ain't gonna be loud and in front of people, but he the one that ordered the hit. You know what I mean? So you're complicit too. Just because the capo and the underboss and all the underlings are the ones that initiated this restaurant got sprayed up, you still behind it. So that's why I think people look at Papoose as almost like a mastermind. And if y'all want me to make a video about the Nigeria girl, what she said, and go into it in more detail, I could do that. Let me know. Everybody put Nigeria video or something in the comment to let me know if you want that. But basically, she said, I knew Claressa 11 years and we were the best of buds. I held her down. We were cool. And then she met this dude, and at first it was cool, but she said then it started getting weird because she was asking questions like that's her girlfriend. Hey, is Papoose still messing with Remy? Are they still? And she said something switched, and Claressa started like distancing herself, and she was saying, and I'm paraphrasing, basically, when Papoose initially came around, it was all cordial. He had a nickname for her, but then it got to a point where he seemed indifferent towards her, or acting weird, and then Claressa started to withdraw, and then I don't know, I guess it just spiraled after that, and now they not friends. You know what I mean? And that's also says stuff about Claressa's character to me, is like, you knew the girl, she's of your gender, and you knew her way before you even met Papoose, and over your friendship, you put a ninja over your friendship. And I get it if the person was really out of line. I guess I don't know exactly. I'm just going off of her telling of what happened. But it does seem like Claressa, career-wise, has been nosediving. I'm not even being funny. The relationship looks so bad that it looks like Papoose is trying to have Claressa declared 5150 or something on some conservation ship, Britney Spears type stuff, where like, hey, if she crash out too crazy, then I could become the power of attorney or something and be in charge of her funds. Like some real Stockholm syndrome stuff that Claressa is experiencing. And you also gotta question why one person has such a deep disconnect and can't keep friends and people on her. Me and Claressa, I ain't had no problem. I still don't have no problem with her. I'm just giving you my transformative opinion, right? But you had all these people who were rooting for you, friends and family and cousins and, you know, different degrees held you down. And now you at odds with like everybody except you and Papoose, apparently. It's just y'all against the world. And the way he running the game, man, what? He running circles around you from my perspective, right? And there's just so many weird dynamics about it. Now, the other thing that Claressa does that bothers me is she be like, y'all jealous. Y'all just jealous of us. Me and Pap, y'all jealous. Everybody jealous. What do you have that you think everybody's jealous of? You jealous because we got money. Beyonce and Jay-Z got more money than you. Nobody's making these videos about them, right? Oh, you just jealous of my relationship, jealous of Pap. The man ain't sold no albums. Why would be, there's like, so they're not jealous of Chris Brown or somebody who's like dumping albums and superstar status. They jealous of you and Pap. He don't even look happy when he's with you. So what is there to be jealous about? This girl is like, I don't know, Delulu. She talking about everybody jealous of Pap and jealous of us, and he don't even look happy. He be in the shot looking like he in a trance. You know, in Mortal Kombat, where you done whoop the character and they like finish him, and the person just, that's Papoose. Every time you with him, you be on a boat, finish him. Like, what are you talking about? It literally looks like he's in a trance. He don't be smiling half the time. There's pictures with Remy. I already went over this. When he was with Remy, he was smiling. He with you, he in a trance. Looking like he in a sunken place, like he in Get Out. I'm having so fun. He looked like the brother from Brooklyn to Get Out. Mr. Jacobs, Chris was just telling me how happy he is to have me here. Get out! Get out! Like, bro, like if I met Papoose right now and he seen that flash, he might snap. Get out! Get out! You better stop. Talk about we jealous. Jealous of what? Get Out over here? Bro, same hat. He got the same hat. Same demeanor. Like, you talk about we jealous of you and Pap. He look like he in a trance or something. You might as well get the mama from Get Out and have him on the couch. Tell me about Remy. Hold on, I gotta get closer to this. When did she leave? Was she conceited? Don't look away. Bro, straight up sunk in place. Get out. And Claressa need to get out and get her some help. What y'all talking about? Talking about we jealous. What are we jealous of? What are you even talking about, bro? I mean, talk to me nice. What are we talking about? We jealous. He put out 12 hours. We jealous about that. What we gotta be jealous about that for, bro? He at the casino. We jealous of that? Now, I told y'all, thank y'all for rocking with me to the end of my videos. Subscribe, hype me up. We just having fun, getting the content out, telling my opinion on certain things. But make sure you hit the like and comment and all that. I told you, I saved the best for last. I try to build up on my show. So all the support links down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know how I did. But yeah, the girl talking about we're jealous and everyone's jealous. You copy your whole style from people, right? She like, oh, y'all jealous. I got a Van Cleef. Well, guess what? Remy Ma, Van Cleef. Remy just posted a stack. So you are forever in Rem's shadow, right? You doing she been doing, right? You got her old man, right? That's a fact. She was rocking the high boots and certain looks and weaves and furs and Van Cleef. And you just now doing it. You just now like doing it recently. And you might mess around and be broke spending for two. You know, if you buying Papoose and paying his way too, which is what Remy suggested would be the case. And your ex-friend Nigeria said you pay for the whole Aruba trip. So we'll see how long that 8 mil lasts. Now, I tell you, I typically in these shows save the best for last. So I got some questions. Claressa thinks she doing something, saying everybody jelly, everybody jealous of her man, all that. Okay. This is Claressa Shields on the left, and then Remy Ma with the same Van Cleef type of stuff on the right side. Let's take a listen. Play the clip.
These are gifts from my man. Okay. This is what I gifted myself. Little bracelet, myself.
Why does she eat like Mr. Ed? I hate the way she eats. But y'all seen that. Pay attention.
These are gifts from my man.
These are a gift from my man. My man. So I'm assuming Papoose.
Okay. This is what I gifted myself. Little bracelet, myself. I love having stuff that I ain't seen nobody wear before.
So she said, I love having stuff that I ain't never seen nobody wear before. Get y'all girl. Get y'all girl. You ain't never seen no one wear it before? I'm showing you Remy Ma with it, right?
Oh, and then, okay, so I went and picked up my mail, and then I get a freaking book from Van Cleef and Parcels. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh my God. See, this, something wrong with this girl, bro. Right? Watch this. She used her finger like she was reading, but look at this.
Parcels. I'm like, what?
Watch. Hold on. She's reading with her finger. Look, I get a freaking book, and watch her go like this.
Freaking book from Van Cleef and Parcels.
I get a freaking book. I got home. I get a book from freaking Van Cleef and Parcels. That's what she just said.
I get a freaking book from Van Cleef and Parcels. I'm like, what's going on? From Van Cleef and Parcels.
Van Cleef and Parcel. Only one problem, Claressa. Where does it say parcels? Are you talking about the U.S. Post Office? Where do you see a C in that? How did you start it with a P and it starts with an A? Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about. And then she be the first to call the fans dumb. You literally went like this, like you were reading, and it said Van Cleef and Parcels, and it starts with an A. Where did you get P for parcel in that? First of all, it's a $20 book, and you acting like you did something. You're so busy trying to flex on people, you can't even spell the designer names. You can't even enunciate them. But we're broke and dumb and all these other names that you call us. Come on, Rissa. Come on. That girl said Van Cleef and Parcels. Why would you even buy the brand if you can't even enunciate it?
Okay, so I went and picked up my mail, and then I get a freaking book from Van Cleef and Parcels. I'm like, what's going on? Yo, they didn't send me a book because I bought so much of their jewelry. They didn't send me a book. With some, and
I done bought so much of their jewelry. You need to buy so much of their dictionaries. That's what you need to do. Get y'all girl. Now, I also remember Claressa Shields posted this, right? So you see Claressa Shields, right? Follow along. Claressa Shields on her story a while ago, and she was driving with the Van Cleef, right? She said Papoose bought them for her. Keep following. Now, her ex-friend Nigeria said that Papoose bought her a Chanel purse. I don't know if it's this one, but according to the friend, bought her a Chanel purse and then took it to the pawn shop and she had to repurchase it on her own, right? Follow along. So this was them in February, right? And he had posted something about Claressa Shields and he was like, where are your chains or something? And you see these Van Cleefs, right? Right. So Claressa wearing the Van Cleef. So she Van Cleefed out. Keep following. Now, there was a video on TikTok and it says January 2026. Claressa Shields is like talking about her drip and she literally points at the Van Cleef. She was like, I got the Bulgari 90,000 bracelet. There's only a few of these made. Then she was like, my Van Cleefs that my boyfriend Papoose bought me, right? January 2026, right? See, that's her saying the Van Cleef, saying he just bought her that for Christmas. But then in this video, apparently, and you guys can find this, it says Papoose didn't get you that for Christmas. Claressa said apparently in this November 2025 video that she had just bought these Van Cleefs. And apparently they were same ones. So they're like, how are you saying that Papoose got it for you for Christmas in January if you were rocking it in November 2025 before Christmas, obviously? So how did he buy it? So the internet was saying that he ain't really buy you that for real. And you try to make it look like he spoil you. Oh, that's a man right there. He paid for my hotels. I don't know when the last time I paid for a flight, but you were happy to be on the Delta Airlines in first class, but he paid for all this and your car note, your mortgage looking shaky. Rissa is looking kind of shaky. So people have been on her about these Van Cleefs, right? You got to follow along. They're saying that some people said they were fake. Some people are saying the timeline is not timelining and you had them before Christmas. So how did you do the red carpet saying that Papoose bought them for you, right? All types of questions here. Mind you, Papoose did a recent Vlad TV interview and he was like, man, I'm a fly dude. You know me, heavy jewels, decked out. So he was saying he like the king of drip. Then the internet detectives, they're like, some people claimed it was fake. Some people said you had them before Christmas. Keep following, right? Papoose on Vlad saying, you know me, heavy drools. I be dripped out, blah, 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 right? So a lot of questions there already. But then in the Aruba video, Forensic Files Ego, I noticed this. Papoose, when he was on the boat with the bucket hat, right? He got on the Van Cleef. So now I started wondering, all this money you say you have, all these different storylines, people already know you for lying on other things. So I started to like really wonder, are they sharing jewelry? You know what I mean? Think about it. Are they sharing jewelry? She claimed he bought it as a gift, or also the storyline about him pawning stuff. Something's not really fully adding up to me. So I started looking further. I told you, pay attention. Here's where the rabbit hole gets deeper. I promise. So I'm questioning the Van Cleef. I told you I don't trust any of them. And this is not an opinion. I'm just asking y'all to do y'all research and tell me what you think in the comment section. So I already had some questions with the Van Cleef based on everything going on. We already went over that, right? And Claressa signed to the WYNN record situation, right? And during that, Papoose gifted her a WYNN Records chain, right? You see 2 GWOAT chains, and he's behind her. All right. Keep paying attention. So when she signed to WYNN Records, he's like, yeah, welcome aboard. WYNN Records, you're the best. Right? Y'all can see that. So he put it on her. She happy, smiling. Cool. So I got to thinking. So all these rumors about like Papoose is like taking stuff to the pawn shop and all this stuff. So I kept looking, right? And I want to show you what I found. So she got the, y'all see it. She got the WYNN Records chain and she looked happy with it. Cool. Now I started doing some digging and I was trying to, and maybe you guys can help me out in the comment section. I was trying to find a photo where that particular chain, not like a secondary smaller chain, but the first chain that he gifted her, which to me looked a bit larger, right? It was like a little bit larger. It was supposed to be a diamond chain, WYNN Records, welcome aboard, blah, blah, blah. And when I'm looking through these pictures, I'm having trouble finding photos where they both got WYNN Records chains are, where they're both wearing them, right? So, and I'm talking about that same size one, right? For example, they posted this picture, right? And you look on the picture and Claressa got the chain on. But then you look at Papoose, ain't no chain on. I mean, he got chains, but he don't got the WYNN chain. You see that? So she's rocking it. So I'm like, are they sharing jewels? Like, what's going on? And that's what I need the internet detectives to do. Because as I'm looking at the Van Cleefs and all these situations, I'm trying to find pictures. Look, he got the WYNN chain on, right? You can see that. But she ain't got no chain on. Look. So he's rocking it right now, but you notice Claressa Shields ain't got no WYNN record chain on. So I'm starting to wonder, was Remy Ma right? Right? She said he would take stuff to the pawn shop and all this and that. Y'all need to do y'all research and come back to me in the comment section. And I'm talking about that size WYNN Records chain. Find the pictures of them. Look, okay, here's one. It looks like that's the master photo. We'll go to that. Find the pictures of them. Look, she got the GWOAT chain on. He got the WYNN chain on, but she don't have it. But then that first night when he gifted her the chain, she had the GWOAT chain plus the WYNN Records chain. So I'm really confused, and I need y'all to help me out in the comment section. Because I need to see them both with that same size WYNN record, not like a small baby one, but the same size one. Look, here's another one. She rocking WYNN Records, right? She got it on, but then he don't have it on. I'm confused. Y'all need to help me out. Look, he ain't got the WYNN record on. But she do. But then there's other pictures where it looked like he got it on. So what are you, Red from Friday? Man, it's basically like both ours. We just keep it at my house. Oh, that chain. I'm super confused. Like literally, okay, you on Hot 97. Look, he got the chain on. But then I don't know if she got a chain because she got that on. So do me a favor and show me a picture where that same size one, they're both rocking it. Because I literally was doing my research before making the video, and I'm not really seeing that the bigger one, the big WYNN one, where they look. I mean, what else can I? Hold on, Papoose. I really want the answer to this. Okay, WYNN Records. Hold on. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is the weigh-in. Maybe we got action. Let's check. Let's check. Oh, that don't really show enough. It don't look like she don't got no type of chain on because she at the weigh-in. Oh, they got me with the thumbnail. Anyway, y'all let me know in the comment section. He got Van Cleef's on. She got Van Cleef's. It's all confusing. So I really want to know this. See what I mean? So Claressa, this is her neck. She got the two GWOAT chains, and then she rocking the WYNN record chain. But then in the other pictures, Papoose be having it sometimes. So I'm wondering, like, is there a picture? Does a picture exist? Like, here's another one, right? She rocking it, but he not rocking that chain no more. So it's like, y'all talking about everyone jealous and $8 million and we got the most money. But then y'all never both have WYNN Records chain, but you both signed to WYNN Records. So are you sharing chains? Inquiring minds want to know. Look, Papoose said, special thanks for my guy making a custom piece for Claressa Shields. So he's on record saying this was her chain 27 weeks ago, right? But then why are you wearing it in certain pieces? And then if that's the case, right? I first of all, I don't wear a bunch of jewelry, but I have never worn none of my girls' jewelry or whatever. So somebody find me a picture of the two in the same spot, not photoshopped, where they both got the WYNN record chain in that size on their neck. Because I'm literally going down each look. You're like, I got my girl a gift. Are you wearing it? So Remy said you be at the pawn shop. Did you both have one and then you pawned it? Like, I really need the answer to this. Look. When he by himself, he got one. But like, so like, and here's the thing. Why would you both never wear it at the same time? If you're both signed to WYNN Records, wouldn't you want to be like flossing? Like, yeah, we both win. It's win over here. Win, win, win. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Right? Wouldn't you want to be like the Double Mint twins or something? And y'all both rocking the same movement? Like, that would be like Tupac Shakur and Snoop Dogg never got a death row chain on at the same time. Like, one picture, Snoop got it. Yeah, yeah. 9-4 + 5 pink at that, right? 1 minute Snoop got it, and then Pac got it in the other. Like, Death Row was worth like a billy. I'm pretty sure they had their own chains. You know what I mean? So this whole couple is weird. The behavior is weird. It makes you not really trust them. Like, there's just a lot of funny business going on, right? I'm really still looking for pictures, by the way. See, he got the WYNN records. She got nothing, no chain on, right? Internet detectives, y'all know what to do. Show me a picture where they took it in the same spot and they both rocking the chain. I'm really trying to find out, because all the Van Cleef look like it's switching hands and all that. No, because this is the person that's saying we're all jealous of them. Look, it looked like she might have it on right here, but he don't have it on. So it looked like some funny business to me. To me. Look, it said, thank you to my WYNN family for my WYNN chain. So if your man is being accused of pawning stuff and having no income, you said he paid for everything. So hopefully Claressa can clear this up for everybody. What's up with the disappearing chain, or are you guys, do you shit? Cool. And this is what I'm talking about. If you guys are sharing a chain, that's your business. But don't perpetrate. You shouldn't be calling people broke. You know what I mean? But then y'all can't have your own WYNN records chain. And y'all both. So it's a lot of questions. We'll just say that. I'm still looking for pictures, by the way. Still trying to find the answer to this. Right now. Look, he got it. She ain't got no chain on. So is it pawned? Was there always only one chain? So many questions. And Claressa is spending all this time calling people names and saying we're dumb and she made the right choice and blah, 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 right? MVP, who cares? They're only a small percentage of promoters. WYNN Records and Salida was the deal. But Salida's being sued. I already made a video about that, right? By one of his fighters. Hold on, here's another picture. Neither one of them got it on. So, show me. That's all we're going to say. Let me know how I did in this video. Hype me up.